Hi, everybody. Welcome to English Digest. I'm Stephanie.
And I'm Tom.
Hey, it's day 2 of our TOEIC unit, and we've been talking about maybe taking a trip to the hair salon, going and talking to a hairstylist about a new hairstyle. Maybe you think you just want to get your hair trimmed, but you get there and suddenly your hairstylist has some suggestions perhaps for you. Or you see somebody in the hair salon that has got a really cute hairstyle. Or maybe you just need a change. You've had the same hairstyle for years. Let's do something, different. Let's shake it up. A lot of people these days are trying very different hair colors, I've noticed. I've seen a lot of guys who are perming their hair on top. That's kind of stylish right now. Styles change very quickly. So that style might be over and done with in the next couple months. I don't know, but it's kind of fun. When's the last time you went to a salon, Tom?
My goodness, I think it's been like 20 years or so. I think it was in a hair salon on Nanjing, Donglu, kind of near the Homey department store, as it was called back then. But that's the only time I ever went to a hair salon to get a haircut. After that, I thought, it's just as easy to cut my hair myself. I just grab some hair, I kind of feel around and use scissors. It doesn't look the best, but I don't really care. Because I'm not really working in an office or anything like that.
Yeah, but don't you like them to take the razor and shave your neck and your sideburns and make it all look really spiffy?
It might not be too bad. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I might be persuaded to do something like that if I were to see some sort of flyer that offered some sort of back to school specials.
Yeah.
Because, of course, it's time to go back to school, everybody. And, of course, if you're going back to school, you might want to look your best for your new classmates. Or your previous classmates, who knows? So we've got some specials here, all listed on this flyer that we're going to read to you right now. Please pay attention.
Looking for a fresh new look or just a quick trim? At Elegant Touch Salon, we offer professional hair care services tailored to your lifestyle. Our team of experienced stylists specializes in perfect haircuts, personalized hair dyeing, straightening and curly hair treatments, deep conditioning, and styling for special occasions. Whether you're aiming for a bold transformation or a simple update, we're here to help you look your best. Back to school promotion, limited time only. Get ready for a stylish new semester. From August 15th to September 30th, enjoy 15% off all haircuts and styling services to refresh your look for the school year. Plus, book any coloring or perm service and receive a free deep conditioning treatment to keep your hair healthy and shiny. Join our membership program. Become a VIP member and enjoy exclusive benefits year-round. Members receive 15% off all services, including haircuts, treatments, and dyeing. Priority booking, even during weekends and holidays. A free birthday styling session. Points with every visit, redeemable for products or services. Signing up is easy and free. Simply register at the front desk or through our website. At Elegant Touch Salon, we believe beautiful hair starts with healthy hair. Let us help you keep your hair in top condition while maintaining your perfect style. Visit us today and experience the elegance of expert care.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. We've got some special deals at a fictitious hair salon. Remember, we introduced you to the Elegant Touch Salon in our program last time. Of course, we've made this up, but of course, there are lots of hair salons with different kinds of names all over the world. And of course, they want to attract business, so they might send out a flyer like this advertising some fall specials.
Yeah, a flyer is just a piece of paper. It could be a pamphlet, have a couple sheets in it. But these are very popular. And they're used in a very inexpensive way to advertise a sale or a promotion. Someone will be standing on the sidewalk with a lot of flyers in their hand, and they'll try to give you one. I've accepted a lot of flyers in the past.
They're usually for biendong places, things like that.
A new restaurant. Could be. It could be a salon. I've been handed flyers to go get a massage because they're having a sale or something like that. So these are back to school flyers. They've got some discounts here that you might want to check out. 15% off haircuts and more. So not just 15% off a haircut, but maybe there's a discount on getting your hair permed, straightened. If you're like me, you would want it straightened. Or maybe you're getting your hair dyed or you're getting highlights added. There are lots of things that you might want a discount on.
Yeah, these kinds of flyers often begin with a question. Looking for a fresh new look or just a quick trim? Is that what you are looking for? A new look? You want to look different?
Yeah.
Or just a quick trim? Your hair has gone long over the summer and you just want to cut it short so it's not so difficult to shampoo every day, to manage, to comb it or whatever, to untangle it or whatever. A trim just means you're just getting your hair cut shorter. There's no style involved. They just kind of cut your hair shorter and it only takes about 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, I went about a year and a half without getting my hair trimmed, and I felt like at one point I was wasting shampoo and conditioner. So I cut it myself in my apartment because I put it up in a ponytail. You can't tell, how long or short it is. I think people would be surprised if they saw how long my hair is sometimes. But sometimes you just want to save money on shampoo and conditioner, so maybe you get your hair trimmed. Get it cut a bit. If it's trimmed, it keeps the same style, guys. It's just a little shorter. So when you use that term, trim, know that it's not going to change your hairstyle. It's just going to be shorter.
Right. Trim also means skinny. I like to be fit and trim, so I work out at the gym. And here it goes on to say, at Elegant Touch Salon, we offer professional hair care services tailored to your lifestyle. Now, if you go get your haircut and it's going to be a fancy haircut, well, you will go to a beauty salon. Okay, a salon, of course, is a place that offers special services. Usually they have to do with your hair. It could involve your fingernails as well or things like that. Usually it has to do with your appearance. But this is a hair salon, and they offer professional hair care services that are fit to you. They're tailored to your lifestyle. We take a look at the cases one by one. It's all a case-by-case basis. Not everybody gets the same haircut because everybody's different.
That's right. You could call it a beauty parlor. That's kind of the older term that we used when my mom was going and I was a little girl, the beauty parlor. Maybe it's a spa, but for the most part, I would say a hair salon is the term that we use most these days, at least.
Guys go get their hair cut at a barber shop. They just cut your hair, and that's basically it. They might give you a shave as well.
That's just for guys, though. The girls don't go there.
I suppose they couldn't turn you down if you were a girl and you wanted to get your hair cut at a barber shop, but most women wouldn't go there because they'd look really bad if they did.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I have a friend who cuts her hair as short as a guy does. She loves that style because she doesn't have to do anything. She could go to a barber shop, but even the girls that have very, very short haircuts, they're called pixie styles, they'll even go to a salon, though, because they feel like they get a more sophisticated haircut.
Right. I think in some of the malls or the hyperstores or whatever, they have these places that offer, is it $100 NT haircuts
really cheap,
or something?
Yeah.
So,
I've gone.
That's probably similar to a barber shop if you're not looking for anything really special. But if you want to get something really special, you should go to a hair salon. So they have professional hair care services that will fit your individual needs. And our team of experienced stylists specializes in perfect haircuts, personalized hair dyeing, straightening, and curly hair treatments, deep conditioning, and styling for special occasions. My goodness, I had no idea there were so many things that you could do to your hair. So yes, indeed, you could get just a standard haircut or a trim. That's the simplest. But if you want to change the color, you want to dye your hair, D-Y-E, to dye your hair. I used to dye shirts when I was in college, different colors and things like tie-dye shirts. I tried that a couple of times for fun.
It's cool.
And also you could have your hair straightened. If your hair is too curly and you don't want it to be so curly, you could have it straightened. And also you can make your hair curly. if it's too straight and you're sick of straight hair. So you could have curly hair treatment, and then you could have deep conditioning. What the heck does that mean?
Well, we buy conditioner to get the tangles out of our hair when we're washing our hair at home. But if it's deep conditioning, it means they put some sort of stuff on your hair and they leave it there for a good 15, 20, maybe even 30 minutes. And it's supposed to go in deeper into your hair shaft, that strand of hair, and it makes it softer and bouncier and makes it look like it's in better condition than it might be normally. I wanted to mention quickly here, it's a grammar thing, guys. Look at that earlier sentence. It says, our team of experienced stylists specializes. Notice that you kind of want to say, our team of experienced stylists specialize, because stylists is plural, right?
It's right there, yeah.
But we're actually conjugating for team of. So team specializes, not team specialize. So be careful with that. I thought that was a very good job by our writer here in making sure that grammar was correct. So like Tom said, there are different treatments, hair treatments that you can experience. You can change the color by dyeing it. There's permanent color change. There's also a semi-permanent or semi-permanent color that stays on your hair for about 6 weeks and then it washes out eventually. Permanent color, you must grow your hair out in order to change the color back to normal. So be careful with that. Whether you're aiming, your goal is for a bold, new look, we're calling that a transformation. If you transform something, it's called a transformation. It means you change something completely. So the transformation might be something very bold to catch someone's attention, or you might just want a simple update or trim. They do all of these things at the salon.
Right. It might be a little modification, maybe a little different from what you're used to. No matter what you want, we are here to help you look your best, so don't worry. You can have a consultation with us and we'll make you look your best. You will look highly spiffy. I guess that's for men, though, to look spiffy.
What does spiffy mean?
It just means you look really sharp in a suit or something like that. So I guess it doesn't really apply to a hairstyle. But yeah, you want it to look rather unique, rather trendy, hip. I guess you could use that word as well. And here's the next item. Back to school promotion, limited time only. So yes, we of course have back to school specials a lot of times when kids are having fun during the summer vacation and summer vacation is over. You've got to go back to school. It's a new school year. And of course, lots of stores have different kinds of sales during this time. This is a back to school promotion. It's for a limited time only. Hey, when you go back to school, it's a good time to get a new hairstyle to show it off to your new classmates.
Now, it's limited time only. It doesn't last forever. So you need to make sure you know when the dates stop and start. So here it tells us it's on from August 15th to September 30th. That's when you can enjoy that 15% off all haircuts and styling services. To refresh your look, if you refresh something, you make it feel new or seem clean, new again. Refresh. Maybe you're really tired and you want to feel a little bit more refreshed, so you take a shower. That makes you feel better. Or you get a cold drink when it's hot outside. That'll make you feel refreshed again.
Indeed. And of course, this is for like a 6-week period of time. So act now. Don't miss out. Plus, in addition, book any coloring or perm service and receive a free deep conditioning treatment to keep your hair healthy and shiny. So this is another service they are offering, but you can't just walk in and have this service. You need to book ahead of time. Here, the word book as a verb just means to make a reservation. So you can book this service, and the service is for coloring. You want to have your hair colored, or you want it permed, which means you have it in a permanent hairstyle. Usually it means you get tang tofa, as you say in Chinese. You have the form basically changed. Usually you get it more curly.
I wanted to mention the actual term is permanent. I want to get a permanent, or I want to perm my hair, but we have shortened it. Nowadays we just say, yeah, I got a perm. With perm, permanent, they're both correct. Permanent is the full term. if you're talking about the noun form. So yeah, you want to book an appointment, make a reservation, and if you do that, you get a free deep conditioning treatment to keep your hair healthy and shiny. That's so nice. They're usually not cheap. I think deep conditioning is at least, 300 NT. They're not cheap, so it's kind of a nice way to get people to make an appointment, especially if they've never been to the salon before.
Why don't you just buy that 2-in-1 shampoo? Shampoo that has conditioner built in. I guess that's not as good as having deep conditioning at a professional hair salon. It will probably make a world of difference. Now, here's the next point. Join our membership program. Okay, so lots of companies, lots of small stores have a membership program. You can be a member, 会员, as you call that. You can be a member of lots of things. They always ask you that when you're buying something at 7-Eleven's. 会员吗? Are you a member? Do you have membership? What's the number or whatever? So yeah, this is a membership program, and it says become a VIP member, very important person, and enjoy exclusive benefits year-round. All year round, you can have these benefits, not just during this special promotion period.
When you talk about something that's exclusive, it's only for a certain group of people, or it's only available at a certain place. These are exclusive benefits, some good things that you get only if you're a VIP member. So members receive things like this: 15% off all services all the time, which is really a nice benefit. That includes haircuts, treatments, and dyeing, priority booking, even during weekends and holidays. I don't know how many times I've called last minute to get a haircut on a Saturday, and of course I've waited too long, and they're really booked up. They know my name because I'm a foreigner, but still I feel really bad, and they try to fit me in. And, you end up having to wait at the salon for a long time because you waited too long to make your appointment. So this is good. They give you priority booking. Say 3 people call at the same time, they're going to put you first, which is really great.
And if it's your birthday, they'll give you a free birthday styling session. So, hey, that's a special deal. Make sure to remember that on your birthday. You probably have to book ahead of time. And here's the next thing that's on offer. You'll receive points with every visit redeemable for products or services. That happens with a lot of things. Of course, you get points. Maybe you have a card and they stamp it or something. And then with a certain number of points, then you can redeem it for whatever the prize is. Redeemable just means it's able to be redeemed. To redeem just means to make something new, to get something from that thing.
Yeah, usually they offer a particular brand of shampoo or conditioner that the salon likes to recommend. It's expensive, so it's nice to get points for every visit that you can use towards that really expensive product. I have to say, though, the more expensive shampoo and conditioners, they make a difference.
Okay.
I wish I could say they didn't matter, but they do help your hair look better. So signing up to be in their membership program is easy. Here's the best part. It's free. Why wouldn't you sign up? Because you get 50% off all their services, and it's not just for a limited time. All you have to do is simply register at the front desk or through their website. They have a website. What does it mean to register, Tom?
To give them information so that you can receive services or to be a member, you'll probably have to fill out a registration form. It could be handwritten, or it could be on the computer screen or on your phone through an app or whatever. So yeah, just register at the front desk, or you could do it on the website. Both ways would work fine. Now, here's the final part of our lesson. It's kind of a conclusion here. At Elegant Touch Salon, we believe beautiful hair starts with healthy hair. That does seem reasonable. If your hair isn't healthy, then you're not going to look good.
Yeah, one of the most important reasons to get a trim is to get all of those split ends. That's the bottom part of a strand of hair that just, separates, and it looks terrible. Ugh, it doesn't make your hair look silky and soft and bouncy. So I go get trims sometimes just to get those cut off. My hair is so curly that I will get little knots on one strand of hair because my hair is so curly. So I go and get trims because it makes my hair look better if I put it down. So they say, let us help you keep your hair in top condition. Sometimes we say tip-top condition while maintaining your perfect style. If you maintain something, you keep it in good condition. So they suggest that you visit today and experience the elegance of expert care. Remember, elegance is classy, graceful, beautiful, sophisticated. All of these things are great. Right now, we're going to take a quick break, listen to our Chinese teacher, and then we'll be back. We've got a couple of discussion questions to look at. Stay tuned.
听众朋友大家好，我是安娜。我们昨天这个多益单元带大家看了一个发型师跟顾客之间的对话，学到蛮多实用的东西齁。今天来看一个广告文宣哦，就是有一个发廊呢，它因为开学季有限时特惠哦，而且剪发全面都是85折。这个85折的中文跟英文的讲法就不一样，对不对？折扣这件事情，我们就说打85折，好像就是原本定价再乘以 0.85 嘛，我们的概念是这样。可是英文的概念打85折的话，其实是把那个 15% 给拿掉诶，所以打85折这个标题里面的 15% off 就可以把它学起来哦。这个叫做打85折，英文是说我要拿掉多少 percent off OFF。 好，那当然就是一个促销啦。所以这个促销呢，就其实出现在第二个大段落当中的 promotion 这个字，这就是促销。好，促销当然就是会有很多的 discount 啦，就是折扣啦之类的。那文宣的一开始一定会想要吸引你的注意嘛，你是不是想要换个造型啊？还是你只是想要修剪一下呢？在第一段的第一句当中，我们看到最后一个字的这个 trim T-R-I-M trim 的话只是稍微剪一下下哦，它的重点并不是剪断这个字，而是说原来的型但是稍微剪短修剪一下。那第二句的这个第一个字 at 可以特别把它抓出来。你说老师，那个 at 是这个小地方的意思吗？还是说这个salon 它是比较小吗？不是耶，其实到了高中英文，你要对 at 这个字有一个认知，有时候它指的是一个地点的概念，它并不会因为受到后面地点的范围大或者是范围小要去改变它的介系词。例如，如果我们今天在台大办一个 summer camp 好了，那台大很大有没有？那这个 summer camp 其实也不是强调这个什么很大的校园的里面，而重点是地点，所以 at NTU 或者是 at our salon 强调的是一个地点的概念。但是在第二句话当中最后我们先把这个限定用法关系子句抓出来。同样第一段第二句最后面的 tailor 的到句尾左右括号，先把这个省略的汇取或者是 that 跟 be 动词的 are， 因为前面先行词有没有 hair care services professional hair care services 是复数，我们先把它还原。接着来看 tailor 这个字， tailor 它本来是裁缝师的意思。你想想看，一个裁缝师帮你量好你的身体的这个尺寸，然后做一件你的衣服，其实它有量身打造的意思。那当然这个沙龙一定会说我们有各式各样的服务不管你要剪头发染头发啦、烫发啦、护发啦等等之类的。接着我们来看到第三句这边，这个染发的染DYE 它直接加 D 就会变成过去式跟过去分词哦， dyed 的。那特别注意，也是直接加 ING 就是会变成现在分词，或者是当名词来用 dying。 跟我们记的那个死掉那个字不太一样哦，虽然读音是相同的。好，我们顺便复习一下好了。如果是死亡的话 die DIE 加上 D 是过去式跟过去分词 died。 可是如果是快要死了 dying 是 DYING， 而形容词的死掉叫 dead DEAD， 名词的死亡是 death DEATH。 好，我们赶快来看一下限时优惠 limited time only， 来到第二大段咯。第二大段的标题的 promotion 我们之前有说过嘛，这整个就是一个广告文宣，它是个促销的概念，而且是限制时间。这个 PP 其实就有被动的意味，然后借过来当形容词 limited time 被限制的时间。好， 所以时间就8月15到9月30啦吼。不过我们在这个大段特别注意一下，第2句有一个动词就是 book 这个字。你第一次看到它当动词的时候，有没有感觉很惊讶？因为 book 我们从小学到大，它就是书。可是其实 book 在生活美语当中很常出现呢，它就是我们学过的，你记得到餐厅之前你要预定哦，到饭店之前要预定哦的那个 reserve R-E-S-E-R-V-E。 美式英文当中的预定通常用 reserve， 那英式英文当中通常会用 book。Book a table, book this room, make a reservation。 其实它就是英式美式的差别，都有预定的意思。 Book a ticket 就是订个机票什么之类的。这一段的重点就是 book 这个字啦。接下来看到第3段了，这个除了你来消费之外希望你们能够加入会员哦， Join our membership program。 那有什么样的独家优惠呢？好，独家这个字也要稍微看一下，有时候我们看新闻会看到独家新闻，对不对？独家新闻就是说我排除其他所有人都没有，只有我有哦，这个有一个排除在外的意思。所以在第3大段的第1句，我们把中间有个形容词 exclusive 这个字抓出来，它就是动词排除在外 exclude E-X-C-L-U-D-E 这个动词它的加主字。所以 exclusive benefits 排除其他所有其他家都没有，就只有我有的 benefits。 时间 year round， year round 有时候会写成 year around A-R-O-U-N-D。 那不管是 year round 或者是 year round 都有全年全一整年的意思。那接着我们看到第3大段这边的第2个点点，我们看到其中一个 benefit 就是一个 priority booking。 有没有？ priority 就是优先要处理的事情。我们常说这是最重要的第一件要处理的事情，我们会说 top priority。 注意在你的 list 里面是 top priority。 好，接着看第4个点点，第4个点点之后逗点。如果来这边消费的话呢，你的这个点数还可以兑换可以赎回的 redeemable。 redeem 就是赎回的意思，所以你的消费变成点数还可以拿什么东西回来，有没有？这个动作这其实就是一个 redeem 的概念。那么最后面呢，我们就看到了一个 while 这个字，最后面第4段的第1句中间有一个 while 在这里就有 while 而同时 when 的概念。这广告文宣写得蛮吸引人的哦，希望大家都了解了。我是安娜，我们下次见。
We're going to take a quick break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. Let's go to our discussion questions. We're going to ask a question, and then we're going to answer them, and hopefully we will inspire you to do the same with your friends or classmates. So here's the first question. How often do you visit a hair salon? What do you usually get done? What kind of haircut do you get?
I'm going to talk about when I lived in America because it was less humid. I would go and get my hair cut maybe every 3 or 4 months if I had a short haircut. If I had longer hair, I was wearing a longer hairstyle, I would go twice a year perhaps. Here in Taiwan, I go maybe once a year, maybe once every 18 months. It depends. I usually go right before I take a trip home to America because I want to put my hair down and I want to have it cut in a nice style. What about you, Tom?
Well, the only time I really had my hair styled was back in university. It was during when punk music was popular, or new wave music as it was called back then. And I got a haircut in which it was short on top and then long in the back. I think that's often referred to as a mullet.
It is.
You don't really see that too often anymore, but it was quite popular in the 80s there during that time. I'm sure some people still get them once in a while, but yeah, that's the only time I went to a hair salon. I wanted to look hip. I wanted to look cool with a haircut like that, but after that, I didn't really care too much about stuff like that.
Now, have you ever had a hairstyle you regret?
Well, when I was a kid, I think one time because my brother was always getting what are called a butch. You know, that's when you cut your hair really, really short because he wanted to be an athlete. And I thought, I'd like to have a butch too. I wonder what I would look like. And then when I got the haircut, when I got the butch, I thought, what did I do? I look terrible. I look like I'm bald or something. I can't wait for my hair to grow back.
Yeah, butch haircut is like maybe a half an inch long at most. So it's really short. Yeah, a lot of military guys have butch haircuts. I once got a haircut so I could look like my favorite TV star. She was a singer. You mentioned her on an earlier program. It was Marie Osmond. Marie had very straight hair, though, and I had curly hair, and to copy her hairstyle was a mistake. It was very, very short in the back, almost shaved in the back, and then the top was longer, and I looked like a poodle, because I was this round ball of curly hair. That was a mistake.
That was a mistake because the poodle is my least favorite dog.
Yeah.
I don't like small dogs like that. But yeah, you don't want to look like a poodle, although some people do want to look like a poodle. They get their hair styled. They get the frizz, as we call it sometimes. They get an afro or whatever. It looks good on some people. It doesn't look good on others. And that brings us to the end of our discussion for today. And hair is a really interesting topic, so I'm sure all of you will have fun talking about this with your classmates. So get to it. And please join us again next time for another edition of our program. From all of us here at English Digest, I'm Tom.
I'm Stephanie.
Goodbye.
Bye.